Hello, folks. Let me get this on right. Here we are. I'm AF Branco, cartoonist. A lot of you know me from some of the cartoons I have posted up on my pages and on my website, Comically Incorrect. We're going to start the show off with Joe Dan's intro to his new video called Winds of Change. Just came out with a few days ago. It's tearing up the internet. I've watched it about 4 or 5 times. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff after the video, we're going to bring Joe Dan on and talk about some of that stuff, show some cartoons, some of the past cartoons and some videos. So hang in there, get your comments ready. We'd like to see them. Hang in there.
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future.
Rock and roll, God bless America.
Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong, bong. Bing, 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 bang, bang.
Yeah, you're going to have to kick over people's paradigms. You're going to have to kick over people's turfs. You're going to have to change people's understanding of things that they have invested their whole life into, a view of the world.
I know what his goal is. No tax for anybody who makes less than $150,000 a year. That's his goal. And that's what I'm working for.
So you're saying when it looks chaotic and unpredictable from the outside, that there actually is a master plan when it comes to these tariffs?
It is not chaotic. And the only one who thinks it's chaotic is someone who's being silly. He said reciprocal tariffs.
Nobody expected him to announce 50% tariffs this morning.
He needed to break some guy in Ontario who said he was going to tax American energy 25%. The President of the United States in the White House says, "Oh, no, you won't," and breaks him. Breaks him in what? By a tweet and a truth. And you think that's chaotic? You know what I think that is? I think that is the thank God we have a president who's taking care of us.
Y'all seen them Democrats out there making up nursery rhyme songs because they lose.
Trump's coming for our unions. He wants us all to fail.
You know, a white guy with a mustache, about 6'3".
An awfully big mustache.
Almost all the members of this panel are accepting, including yourself, are accepting millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, no,
and protecting their interests.
Oh. And I said, no, I don't smoke it no more.
My great-grandfather had a saying about people like you. He used to say, hey, And what about this woman who was not allowed into a lift because of her weight?
I think we should have a new rideshare app for morbidly obese people, and we can call it Forklift.
That is transphobic and racist.
Yo, out of order. Out of order.
Oh, I'm very triggered. Hey, that's very mean.
Shake it up.
this other thing about Elon. Elon's going to steal everybody's money. He has $400 billion. I'm telling you, he's not going to steal your money. I'm telling you, that's not what he's doing. What he's doing is he's a super genius that's been with. Okay? And when you've been with by these nitwits that hide behind 3-letter agencies, and you're dealing with one of the smartest people alive, and he helps Donald Trump get in office, and he goes, I want to find out what kind of corruption is really around. Well, you fucked up. You fucked up and picked the wrong psychopath on the spectrum, because he's gonna hunt you down. He's gonna find out what's going on, and that's good. That's good for everybody.
And now an important message from the Toronto mayor.
So you look over there, there's a roll of snow on the ground. That's no good.
That's just a taste of what you're going to get if you go to Intellectual Frog Legs and watch Joe Dan's new show, Winds of Change. It's really good. Really good. It's really funny. A lot of humor mixed in with some serious stuff, and very informative. So head on over there after this program and check it out and share it. And with no further ado, I'm going to bring on my co-host and friend, Joe Dan Gorman. There he is.
Greetings. Or you could go over and watch it right now, and you would.
No. Don't watch it yet.
How's everybody doing? It's March Madness now, and this is my team. I'm a Kentucky Wildcats fan, so go ahead and boo. But no, this year we got a new coach. We got rid of that jerk Calipari. We got a good guy, and he had an empty roster, and we made it. We've been in the top 20, so we're not going to win it all, but it's a fun team this year. Anyway, enough of that.
Well, we got people fired up in the chat.
That's what I was going to say. I can't access my chats in Rumble. I can't get on there.
Really? Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It's got like a dollar sign beside it and a little red, looks like a gift box.
Yeah.
But
that's weird. You have to figure that one out.
The only way I can comment is to give you money. Is that right?
Yeah, I got it here.
Yeah.
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 Lots of folks coming in.
They've changed the format. The format's changed on my screen.
Yeah.
But anyway, I can read them. I can read them.
Oh, you can?
I'm going to give you $1. $1. Let's see, what up? Oh, let's see, $1. Hold on. I get my
you can donate, but you can't see the chat.
Oh, I can see the chat. I just can't make a comment without it.
Oh, I see.
So let's see. See, I just commented and.
Let's see. I see John Stowe. We got John Stowe, Anna Lestenberg, Kay Zenny.
Oh,
Miss
shit.
Nancy, Deplorable Dissident. And South Carolina's late. She's going to have to bring a note. Here we go.
Well, let's look at some cartoons, man. You've been killing it.
I just so happen to have a few cartoons.
You have been on fire with your cartoons lately.
Thank you.
We have new material.
Yeah. Some of it pertains to the judges issue. Some other issues.
Oh yeah, we're gonna cover that.
We're gonna definitely cover that. Yeah. Let me get there. Oh shoot! Here, geez, these buttons. You'd think I'd learn by now, but they changed them on me a little bit.
Flashing, you remind me of Captain Kirk in that one airplane movie. It's just all these flashing lights.
Yeah.
These always flash this way, and this flashes this way. What does it mean? I don't know.
I don't know. Figured out. Anyway, last week we taught. They had the issue of the kid DJ, and the Democrats couldn't even stand or acknowledge that kid that had brain cancer, I believe it is, and they gave him an honorary position of Secret Service. And so I came up with this cartoon. Beat it, kid. We're here for the little guy. Yeah. Resist.
But you know what?
finding
They're
basic
even
love.
getting ripped by some lefties. I mean, that's it. That's just embarrassing.
They embarrassed themselves. Like they acted like petulant little children that day, dressed in pink and holding these signs and not applauding, walking out. A bunch of them walked out. Then you had Al Green, the Wolf Man, make a big ass out of himself. Anyway, that was last week. We'll go on to, and then we had Schumer.
Oh my God!
There's
Schumer. We got a clip of him coming up in a little bit.
Oh yeah,
they're freaking out. Chuck Schumer's appearing on shows like The View.
Yep. Complaining that we're mad because they're stealing our taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they hate government.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
All the indications are coming our way. Inflation's going down, interest rates are going down, egg prices going down, gas prices, all going down. And the more things, like somebody said not too long ago, the more things work out, the better things go, the more waste and fraud we're finding, the more they're screaming, the more they're burning down Tesla dealerships and burning up Tesla's charging stations.
This is disgusting what they've done. I mean, they have to cheer for America to fail. And, you know, and everybody's seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's seeing that. I had some notes about that, but I got this one liberal. I got a video of her. We'll play her in a minute. She calls somebody, "You're misogynistic." And the guy says, "What's that mean?" And she freezes, locks up.
Yeah, put that up there. Can you put it up? Put it up. Let's play it.
Okay, yeah, it kind of fits since I brought it up.
I kind of felt sorry for her a little bit because she's very young and she's been brainwashed with these words that
totally
she
brainwashed.
And
but
she's
she
out
says
of her
it so
league.
confidently at the beginning, and then so I don't really feel that sorry for her.
No, but it's a word. It's a word she keeps hearing all the time. She doesn't.
Yeah.
Hear. Let's play it.
Hey, you guys are all just like really misogynistic.
How do you define misogyny? What? I'm just asking how you define misogyny.
She's losing it, man.
Can I go?
Are you okay? Like, do you want to go as in leave? If you want to leave, you can leave. I was hoping we could continue having a conversation, but I mean,
and it is sad that they're so brainwashed. But honestly, I used the word wrong. I think I was in my early 20s, and I said something was detrimental, and a friend of mine, he said, "You don't know what that word means, do you?" I'm like, "No, I don't." And I was never so embarrassed in my life. I think I still turned red. His name was Bernie. He's a friend of mine. He just died. He used to be in the band called Exiles from the 70s.
Yeah.
They had that song, "I Want to Kiss Y'all Over."
Yeah, I remember that. Well, I know a lot of words. Pronouncing them is my problem. So, so I don't use them as much as I know them. You know, if I'm reading them, I know what they mean. But as far as using them on a daily basis, I don't. Why don't you play that Chuck Schumer? Let's do Chuck Schumer since we have.
Let's bring him in. Let's bring Chuck to the game.
Let's bring Chucky in. Crying Chuck.
Crying Chuck. We got this one. We got two of them.
Well, let's play them back to back. Which one you want to do first?
You You know, it really doesn't make any difference. One super short. We'll play the super short one first. Hang on, it'll be the third one.
Okay.
Okay, the third one is a super short one.
Okay.
Is a different, horrible kettle of fish. They hate the government.
You don't say. They hate the government?
They hate the government. All right. We'll take him down and we'll play
What
the
on
other
earth
one.
is wrong with these people?
You know what their attitude is? I made my money all by myself. How dare your government take my money from me? I don't want to pay taxes. Or, I built my company with my bare hands. How dare your government tell me how I should treat my customers, the land and water that I own, or my employees? They hate government. Government's a barrier to people, a barrier to stop them from doing things. They want to destroy it. We are not letting them do it, and we're united.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you can tell how united he was. But that's can you beat him more disconnected than that?
No,
Like they want to
saturated.
keep their own money.
Their whole entire life and their whole entire DNA is built around government, their sustenance, everything. They don't know anything
But
else.
listen, what he was describing there was fascism, exactly, where you have private
Absolutely.
ownership and government control. And he says, well, it's my company. Why should the government tell me how to run it?
Yeah.
Because we're not a fascist country.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
And they're the ones that call us fascists. When
But-
everything
but-
about them is fascist.
Yeah, and he's going around to The View and these shows like that Chucky. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And this
'cause
is why this cartoon is so pertinent, because this is exactly how they feel. They don't want prices going down. They don't want Americans to succeed. They don't want people to have jobs. They want you to be totally dependent on government. And
Yeah, well, but Chuck Schumer, he just I lost my train of thought there. That's good. A moment of senility.
Get back on the Trump train.
Oh, I'm sorry. He just got roasted by his entire party for going along with Trump, and
Yep.
he's out there doing damage control. Is what he's doing. He's
Yeah,
in CYA mode.
Yeah, well, he knew that I think that part of the Republicans and Trump administration was hoping that it would fail, because then they could decide what parts of the government they're going to open, what parts of the government are not going to open, and Chuck Schumer didn't want to give them that ability. That's exactly where I'm going to move to the next cartoon. See,
Okay.
okay, here. Wait a minute. You forgot to say that was comically incorrect.
Oh,
What was the last one?
comicallyincorrect.com.
Oh, two comically incorrect.
I've heard of that place. I've heard of that place.
Yeah. If you want to see all of my cartoons, every cartoon I've done for the last 100 years, go to comically incorrect.
And the ones before that are in an archive somewhere.
Yeah, they're in the museum over in Egypt somewhere.
That
this
guy's
one-
an idiot.
I do a cartoon every week for alphanews.org.
Alphanews.org.
Pertaining to Minnesota politics, which a lot of times overlaps with national politics. But he's going around doing these meetings. He's going around doing these town halls where they complain about Republicans and Trump.
Yeah, and he's cheering that Tesla stock's down. And then he's out there saying he can whoop MAGA's ass. Yeah.
I could whip half those people. Yeah.
I mean,
I'd like to
really?
see that. I'd like to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, he's a
bragging
lunatic.
about America failing. He's promoting America failing by talking about the stocks going down with Tesla and these different companies.
They're cheering for it while they burn
Yes.
down the cars and the dealerships.
I thought it was the Republicans that were the violent ones.
Well, you thought wrong.
I did. Dang it. Well, we might get violent if they keep this shit up.
Well, I tell you what, Trump's got some plans. Trump always has a contingency plan right now.
Yeah.
He has he strategized this where, if they do this, he's got his plan. They're going to do that. If they make this move, he's going to make this move.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
he's got his 4D chessboard all laid out, and they're playing checkers.
Yeah, and then on that judge we were talking about, we've got a couple of clips on that. Well, we'll get back to that.
Okay, I think the next cartoon. Yeah, we talking about the judges.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. That's a great cartoon there.
Judicial activism. These guys are acting like tyrants.
Well, look at you. You did a good job putting the hatred in his face.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're just godless. They're demons. They don't create anything. They burn down and attack people who do build stuff. Like, look, and Elon Musk, this guy, in addition to that SpaceX thing last night, he's been helping humanity for the last few years, and he sent emergency communications to the hurricane victims.
Mm-hmm.
He sent emergency communications over to Ukraine.
Yep.
And there was one thing he did. He he built it. They were trying to rescue some people in Thailand in like 2018. Dude built a submarine out of rocket parts. Of course, it's the same guy that can catch a rocket with chopsticks too.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But look that up. Now, in all fairness, they didn't get to use his submarine built out of the rocket parts because they were a little late. But I mean, it just shows you his ingenuity and what he was ready to do, and they were going forward. He built it.
But look at what he's done. I mean, he rescued. And here's the thing that was really, really kind of troubled me. Well, I can understand why the Democrats would do this, why Biden would do this in a tactical term, but he could have left to go rescue those people months ago. But
in September.
Yeah, because they stopped it because they didn't want him to look good because he was an advocate for Trump. So they postponed it. These guys have been up. They're only supposed to be up there 8 days.
8 days, 9 months.
9 months, and they had to be up there another additional 3 or 4 months because they didn't want Trump to look good by having Elon, an advocate, go up and rescue him during the election. That is evil. That is pure, because the health conditions of these astronauts is deteriorating every week, every day. And
can you imagine having to go to the bathroom without any gravity for 9 months? Like, what the hell? What's that?
Yeah,
hey,
for sure.
I hope somebody drops some milk duds.
I think it's a good. I think it's a good time to play Caroline Levitt. Right after that.
And that other guy, hold on, while we're in the judge thing, let's see. Judgy. Yeah, Money. Caroline Levitt, she's doing an excellent job as a press secretary.
She is. And you know what? I told you this, I was saying this earlier, that these people, Caroline Levitt, Charlie Kirk, all these people that are in War Room, and all these young people, I mean, they're in their 30s, 20s. And I'm going, gosh, that gives me so much hope for America going into the future. And I'm 68 years old, and I feel so much better going, I've got more years behind me than I got ahead of me. And leaving the country to those kind of people is very inspiring.
I'm encouraged. Yes,
I'm encouraged.
A lot of Christianity, they've learned.
Mm-hmm. Which one of these do you want to play first?
I think we play her. She's the first one.
Let's do it.
She described.
I'd like to point out that the judge in this case is essentially trying to say that the president doesn't have the executive authority to deport foreign terrorists from our American soil. That is an egregious abuse of the bench. This judge does not have that authority. It is the opinion of this White House and of this administration, and that's why we're fighting this in court. And it's very, very clear that this is an activist judge who is trying to usurp the president's authority. Under the Alien Enemies Act, the president has this power, and that's why this deportation campaign has continued. And this judge, Judge Boasberg, is a Democrat activist. He was appointed by Barack Obama. His wife has donated more than $10,000 to Democrats, and he has consistently shown his disdain for this president and his policies, and it's unacceptable.
You're right where I wanted to go about the idea that these people are all foreign terrorists, but Judge Boasberg was originally appointed by George W. Bush and then elevated by Barack Obama. I just feel like I should clear that up.
Well, let me just say something to that effect, Garrett. 67% of all of the injunctions in this century have come against which president? Donald J. Trump. Let me say that again. 60% of the injunctions by partisan activists in the judicial branch have come against President Donald Trump, and 92% of those have been from Democrat-appointed judges. This is a clear, concerted effort by leftists who don't like this president and are trying to impose or slow down his agenda.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize that percentage. That's astounding. But it's not, but it's really not surprising. But it's how did we get to this point? How did we let it get so bad?
Absolutely. What's Eric Teetles have to say about this?
Okay, now that's what everybody's talking about, impeaching these judges.
Right.
Now apparently that's not the best idea because we need the Democrats to help us, and that ain't going to happen.
No.
But they're suggesting that maybe we go ahead and impeach this one judge just for the process of it, and that's what they were explaining. But anyway, this guy explains the other options that we can do, and some of them are really cool, like a lottery. Anyway, let this go. It's Eric Teetzel, and he was on the War Room this morning.
It's an important tool, but it's not the only one. Congress has the power to shape the courts by passing laws. And several really good ideas have been proposed to get at this problem. Of course, Senator Mike Lee, who's the best of the best when it comes to a lot of things, including this, he has an idea that would say instead of a single solitary judge having the power to stop the president of the United States, there should be a 3-judge panel required to consider these cases. That would make it a lot harder for one activist judge to thwart the president's agenda. Darrell Issa has some ideas that he's proposed. He's been like a dog on a bone on this, including outright just banning national injunctions. Why in the world would we ever allow this to happen? Seems like a good idea.
That's a good idea.
And then a third idea that's been proposed is to ban this practice of shopping for a district and a judge where you think you're going to get the best result. You could simply say you don't get to do that. You have to have a person who has experienced a harm in a specific place, and that's the district where it happens. Or I've heard the other idea of having a lottery to just say, hey, if you want to sue the president of the United States, you don't know which judge you're going to get or where it's going to land, and let the fates decide it. One last one that recently was actually part of an executive order that the president put forward is this idea of an injunction bond that would say, okay, you want to sue, but you need to put some skin in the game. And if at the end of this, you were wrong, you forfeit the bond that you put forward. So if you want to put $1 million on the line and in the end forfeit that if you're wrong, go ahead and do it. And we'll see what that does to the number of these lawsuits that occur.
They're doing this to slow Trump down. We need to figure out a way to slow them down.
Well, Trump's good. They're good. I'm telling you, they're going to do something. Trump's smarter than these guys, and but I like those last two options. The lottery and the loser pays. Hell yeah, it should have always been that way. It's almost like we have lawyers trying to prevent it.
Yeah, absolutely. The next cartoon is about, and this has been within the spectrum of what's happening in the news, and is the education. I think that it should be abolished and get relocated back to the states, because basically, this Department of Education has pretty much destroyed our education, along with the teachers' unions. And our ratings, what we were like number 1 to 2 or 3, somewhere in there before.
Yeah,
the
we were
Department
number
of
1. We
Education.
were number 1 in 1979 when Jimmy Carter gave us this wonderful gift.
Yes. And along with the teachers union, because teachers unions are not for the children whatsoever. They don't care about the children. All they care about is their paycheck and having to work less and less.
Public
And
union should be illegal.
yes, absolutely, because they're not bartering with the actual taxpayer. They're bartering with people that don't care about how they spend your money. So it's easy to give somebody a raise.
Especially if I'm getting a kickback, you know.
Yeah, especially if you're getting a kickback.
Let me increase that a little bit, you know, maybe it works something out, you know.
Right.
But that's a great cartoon. That's going to go down. That's going to be used for years.
I hope so. I hope it gets out there and really makes a point, because a lot of my cartoons are meant to educate and focus on certain issues.
That worm looks like the creature out of Alien that comes out of this guy's stomach.
Who's that? Who's that gal that runs one of the big teachers unions? Gardner.
Oh, Wayne Gardner.
Wagner. Yeah, right. Somebody
Lunatic.
Somebody said I should have had another worm coming over here that looked like Wayne Gardner, or her peeking over the edge of the apple or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That covers it. No, but most people won't even know who she is. You know?
No, I know that's true. All you have to do is say teachers union and a bunch of rotten,
rotten,
yeah, because that's actually what's happening to our education. But that kind of ends the.
Hey, you know, I've got a friend of mine who is such a radical lefty. He just retired. He's been an educator in the public school system for decades, and then he became principal, and he makes these outrageous comments about Trump and Elon, and now he's over on Facebook, and he doesn't allow anybody else to comment.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
nah. Yeah, he just wants to make a statement, and he doesn't want to hear the other side of it.
But the point of the mindset of these people who've been teaching our children.
Yep. Yep. If I could, I would homeschool my daughter. And I'm still thinking about it. I'm still trying to think about a way to be able to do it. She wants to be homeschooled. The only thing.
Well, you need to go to school first.
I know. I need to learn to read and write. But she wants to be. But the school she's going to is a pretty good school for public schools. They do the Pledge of Allegiance. You don't see any of these rainbows and LGBTQ, anything like that in her school or in her hallways.
Yeah, but just because they're not that radical doesn't mean they're good.
Well, it's hard to be good when you have, I don't know how many people are in her class, probably about 15, 20, but you can't get that individual instruction. You just can't.
No. But let's look at some of our comments here. We're talking about the unions.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Hat.
Yeah,
he says unions are a double-edged sword. He says he's in one. And I don't have any problem with private unions.
No,
it's these public unions.
Yes, because a private union, you're actually bartering with the person that pays you. Yeah, with a public union, you're bartering with somebody.
And you're not dealing with people who are guaranteed jobs for their life,
right?
And so that they don't have to negotiate anything about actually work. It's like, okay, we want a pool table in our sauna.
Yeah, and we want every Friday off.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And let's see, Nunya. We've got Nunya over there in January. I think everybody is on the same team, same page with the Department of Education.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nunya, I agree. I didn't like the 3 judges option as far as, because if they get 3 liberal judges, and that's not impossible because they stack the deck. I hear they cheat. I'm not sure. I don't want to speak out of school.
No,
but I understand that they're not very. They're kind of deceptive.
Absolutely. What that comedian guy, the Mexican comedian?
Oh yeah, we got a funny comedian guy. Yeah, he's good. Hold on, you're working me to death here. I'm clicking all over the place. I've clicked so much I need a napkin. Oh. Oh no, that. I didn't mean that. Okay. Let's get the video rolling fast. Okay, where's the funny guy? There he is. I don't even know what his name is, but it gets funnier at the end. It's entertaining, and it gets funnier at the end.
Okay, I'll play it.
I don't care who you vote for, like left, right, It's just crazy to me that Trump, he got right to it. He wasn't even playing around. I thought we were going to get like a month head start at least, I didn't think he was going to get it right. He was like, yo, as soon as I get in office, I'm getting rid of the immigrants. But I didn't think he was going to do it right away. Like when you get home and you're pulling into your driveway and you're thinking about everything you got to do. You're like, yo, I got to put in a load of laundry, take out the trash, clean up the kitchen a little bit. But you don't do it all right away. You put on Netflix, you heat up a meal, you do things in between, you take little breaks. But Trump, he didn't watch no Netflix, bro. He got right to it. Everybody on the internet, they've been making fun of this one dude. I don't know if y'all seen that picture. It's a Mexican dude wearing a Latinos for Trump shirt, and he's being arrested by ICE. And everybody in the comments was like, that's what you get. That's what you get for supporting Trump. But I don't think he was really a Trump supporter. I think he was just incognito. You know what I mean? Like when Bugs Bunny dresses up like a woman, he's like, he went that way. I think this man just knew that any day now ICE would pull up to his job, so he wore the shirt and so that he could be like, what do you mean? Come on, it's me, baby, come on. I was at the rally, you remember? Come on. I recommend everybody should wear those. I can't tell you apart, I don't know if this is true, but I heard a rumor that there's an ICE hotline. You can call ICE, and if you give up an illegal immigrant, they'll give you $1,000. I called them right before this show. It's tax season, I'm sorry, They were like, there's an illegal immigrant there? I was like, there's got to be 20 at least. I said, all I know is you better bring 20K cash at least.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny. Very timely. Very timely.
But see, this is another example of us taking over the culture. We're taking over the Hollywood. Nothing comes out of Hollywood that anybody wants to see. I mean, they just had a new Captain America, there's a black chick or something crazy. What the hell?
Yeah, throwing away the norms. Get rid of the norms. That's the Chinese Cultural Revolution's statement. Get rid of the norms. You have some Elon, some very interesting Elon.
Things. When we were talking about the SpaceX stuff, I want to stick with that. Because one thing is how when a lot of us were young, we watched the Apollo missions actually go land on the moon, and we're watching the bad images on the TV, and that was so exciting. I was 7 or 8 years old when we landed on the moon, and here recently, and I just love that stuff, and I love that we're doing it again. But a lot of people have been questioning everything that we've ever been told, and they're like, "Well, I don't think we landed on the moon." And I'm like, "Well, I wanted to believe it, but I'm like, you can't just accept it until now. Until now, I got the proof. You can believe it, You can believe it. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Well, Candace Owens, they should have her debate Elon on that.
Elon, yeah. He just use one brain cell.
Yeah. I like Candace Owens, but not on that issue.
She got so dramatic. Every time I see her post anything, it's all about her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like somebody offended her, somebody wants to debate her, somebody doing.
Yeah. I'll play this.
We got to the moon the first time. We definitely went to the moon. I swear. Yes, we went to the moon. We didn't go to the moon. We went to the moon several times.
Right. Oh, yeah. I just want to check your view on that.
We 100% went to the moon. I know in depth the technical designs of the rockets, the spacecraft, everything.
Yes.
What went right, what went wrong, and it was a remarkable piece of technology, like incredible piece of technology to go to the moon in '69.
Yeah.
That was like reaching into the future and pulling the future forward dramatically.
That was cool. I was so glad to hear that. And on this topic, I would not take anybody's word over this guy's.
Well, no, because he's built his SpaceX based on old knowledge, improvement, taking away, looking at what went wrong, what went right, and putting it together with new technology. So he had to look at everything. He had to be involved, and he has a clearance to be able to look at everything. So I think if you were going to take anybody's word on it, you would take his. You have another one of his.
We got another one, yes.
This is him on Hannity.
Well, and I'll just put the same one up again. Hold on.
Yeah.
We have trouble with these button things.
Yeah, we need an engineer.
Well, they need to be color coded or something.
we need a highfalutin engineer to run these things. Like Steve Bannon, he says, "Hey, Denver, play blah blah blah," and then boom, it's up. So.
Yeah, we need a Denver.
Yeah, we need a Denver.
Where did it go?
We see. Nice comments over there in the Rumble section. Nice comments over here in the StreamYard. We got Jittery Hobo. We already saw that one. Okay, let's see. What is Nunya? What's Nunya saying? Joe Dan was the AV guy in school.
No, I wasn't. You're not supposed to tell everything.
That fixed the projector for the teachers. I can attest that's probably not true.
I can't fix anything.
Me neither. I have my brother. He's a handyman. He comes over and fixes all my stuff. See, fancy.
I don't know what happened to that other video of Elon. It's not here. It's
not there. Okay.
But I have something really funny.
All right.
It's women. Oh no, not that one. No. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah. Women. I almost picked the one with the bad language. Yeah. But it's women working and don't get mad at us, ladies. It's Branco. It's all Branco's idea over here.
Yeah. Anytime something goes wrong, it's my fault, whether I know about it or not. Yeah.
But some of these are hilarious. It's just women doing man work.
All right.
Now we pissed off the ladies.
If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Right?
Well, I can laugh at yourself. You need to come out of the closet. Whoa!
Okay. You okay, Daddy?
This one's so funny. No. Oh, no. All right, let's get this door fixed. Make sure all the hinges are tight. That'll do it. Hit it again. Hammer and a drill. Anyway, I just thought that was fun.
But you know, thing about it is that's all stuff that's happened to me. I fell off a ladder. We were painting we were redoing a master bedroom, and I had just a little step ladder, and I caught my foot, and I had a bunch of paint, and the paint went everywhere. My head hit the wall, and I was dizzy. Yeah, stuff like that's happened to me. So,
well, we were wondering. We knew something had to have happened.
Well, that's the problem right there. I hit my head.
Now there's also this clip, and it's kind of long. We can't play the whole thing. It is so funny. These guys, Jamie Raskin is out there giving a speech, bitching about Trump and Elon, and we've turned the tables. And you got some Trump supporters, especially one or two guys, just tearing him up, heckling him.
Good. Yeah, that's usually the other way around, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, now we've turned it.
Totally silenced by this guy.
Trump is your president! He's still your president! He's doing great things for America! God bless Donald Trump! He's your president too, sir! He's your president too, sir!
This makes no sense.
Oh, he's your president!
In Washington because they did
like
their
it
job
or not,
against
Donald Trump is your president!
Like
it or not,
Nazis got started.
like it or not,
Go home.
God bless Donald Trump.
Congressman, the Nazis on college campuses today are progressive students. Do you have any reaction to that?
Mass deportation.
Drill, baby, drill.
Mass deportation, baby.
Anyway, it goes on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another guy. Okay. Anyway, that was funny.
But it's rare. I mean, look over the last,
But you notice they were not vile. They were not profane. They were just rude.
But it's very rare at these functions, these liberal functions, to have somebody do what the liberals do.
There was one. I think we played a clip here where Clay Higgins, one of those protesters, was sitting there screaming at him. And he walked over and picked him up.
I remember
took him up. You remember that? Clay Higgins ain't to be messed with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Clay.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Hey, I have some older cartoons. We'll breeze through those real quick and throw another couple of videos in there. If you don't mind. I don't even.
Well, I kind of do.
Well, too bad. Wait a minute, I probably should find it here in my file here. I can't even remember which ones I picked out or why. So,
well,
here we go.
We'll all be surprised.
Yeah, along with me. Okay, here we go. Share. All right, there we are. There it is. This one was back in 2012. And this guy saying, "You really expect me to believe that a president can fake his birth certificate and social security number?" And then you look at these guys.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of subtle. It's kind of subtle, but which I'm not known for my subtlety.
Wow, you actually drew a cigarette in an ashtray.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I should have blocked that out. So let's move to
trigger somebody.
It's tax day. Now, what's really got in a lot of people's craw is that when you find out all the waste and fraud that they're spending millions and billions of dollars on gay rats in Guatemala or something. And you add all that stuff up. You look at this is back in 2012. Again, I pulled it out. GSA Vegas trip, $800,000. Michelle Spain trip, $250,000. Solyndra, $600 million went to Solyndra, which a lot of it came back to the Democrats. Michelle's Africa trip,
That's the program, yeah.
Tattoo removal. So this is these are actual things. Tattoo removal.
And it's only gotten
200,000.
worse. Nobody was stopping this crap then. They were like, oh, look, we can get away with it.
And it's gotten worse since.
Yeah, let's do some transgender surgery on a couple of monkeys. That way say.
Yeah, and here's a couple of $1 million.
Yeah, no, we're going to need a couple of billion. We've got inflation,
yeah.
man.
Cowboy poetry, $50,000. I can't understand why you would give any money for cow. That was the guy that.
No, cowboy poetry. I could come up with some cowboy poetry.
No obscenities on the show, please.
Okay, never mind.
Shrimp treadmill. Remember the shrimp treadmill thing? $3 million.
Apparently, it was popular. It was still going on like 5 or 6 years ago. Those shrimp must be in good shape. They must be really fit shrimp.
Cow flatulence, $700,000.
They were already talking about that crap back in 2012.
Yeah, and it hasn't got better.
13 years ago.
And it's gotten a lot worse. A lot more absurd things have been coming out since because nobody's done anything about it.
Well, and one of the most absurd things, you see the poll of the popular Democrats. AOC is the most popular Democrat.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. We
good.
like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I think actually she was at 10% though. I mean, it's not like she was some overwhelming number. I think the biggest vote went to none of the above.
Yeah, but they're at the lowest approval rating in like 50 years.
I have a bunion on my toe that has a higher approval rating than the Democrat Party. But see, there's no salve that you can put on a Democrat.
No. Yeah, you do. It's called Trump.
Yeah.
This one, we were talking about how the Tea Party has turned into MAGA. And this is back in 2012. I pulled these up to kind of give a comparison as to what we're doing now, what's happening now, and what was happening then. And Ted Cruz won. He won on the Tea Party thing, I think, at that time. But the guy says, rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. And Chick-fil-A was a big thing because they were pretty conservative back then as far as religion and Christianity and that.
And that was back when a lot of us really had a lot of hope for Ted Cruz because, well, the other options were awful. You had Mitt Romney, Mitch McConnell. Okay, Ted, we'll pick Ted. It's like the lesser of evils. But he's still done nothing.
Nothing.
He's done nothing.
He talked.
He's not passed any major legislation. But you know what he did do? He co-sponsored the Corker bill in 2014 that let Obama do that deal with Iran, the big Iran deal.
Yeah,
he was one of the co-sponsors.
He's one of these guys. He's one of these guys that gets out in front of a camera and talks really big about all the things that he wants to do and what he's going to do and how he's going to do it. And he talks really stern and strong in front of the camera, and he looks right at it and says, "We're gonna blah 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 blah." But then nothing happens. Now I don't know all the procedural things that go with that, but it just seems a lot of them are like that. They like to get in front of a camera and talk about all the big things that they're going to do and how conservative they are. But again, nothing happens.
Well, let's see, that was the pre-Trump Republicans. And that the pre-Trump Republican Party was dead. It was dead. I mean, because in 2012, that's when they gave us Paul Ryan and Pierre Delecto. Pierre Delecto. What the hell?
And there's only so much you can do if you don't have a majority or close to a majority or there's not a lot you
Well,
can do.
but they
some
were all
things you
on the
can do.
same team. They were all on the same team back then. It was all performative. Now, for the first time, we have a Republican Party that's actually fighting for the voters.
Yeah,
and we're
we still
fighting
have
our
a
own
bunch
judicial system.
We still have some rhinos in there that like to write strongly worded letters, but
But you know what? It's a process, and we are absolutely making headway.
Right.
And it's the Trump Party now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it is. It is the Trump Party. This is one I like to bring out about this time of year. The two signs that they have. It has sign of summer is stop global warming, and then the sign for winter is stop climate change.
Yeah, and then the word of the week is climate. So we're gonna build a wall so tall you can't climb it.
There it is. There it is. Anyway, that's all that.
We got you know who I really like. We were talking about some of the youth, and how they're becoming more conservative and more Christian. Charlie Kirk has been doing really good discussions with some people. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen him, but he does a breakdown here of Christianity in America that's really good, and it's the first one up here.
Okay, I'll play it. I love this.
Was found on common law because the Declaration only refers to God 4 times in the Constitution. It doesn't refer to God at all, and it only articulates the structure of government.
So first of all, remember that we were a collection of states and colonies, and you need to read the state constitutions before anything else. 9 out of 13 of the original states required you to be a Bible-believing Christian to serve in government at the time of the founding. All 13 out of 13 required a declaration of faith. 9 out of 13 required you to be a Protestant, except Maryland, which was Catholic, which still required a declaration of faith. Almost every single one of the original state constitutions, Pennsylvania included, they had, I profess Lord and Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior in the original state constitutions. You remember, we're a collection of states before that. Secondly, 55 out of 56 of the original signers of the Declaration were Bible-believing, church-attending Christians. So common law is inherited from Blackstone, who was Christian. Common law is an outgrowth of the scriptures. So let's go to 3 principles of common law: presumption of innocence, due process, and jury of your peers. All 3 are biblical principles, wrapped into the ultimate biblical principle that you shall not favor justice if you are rich or poor, which is in Leviticus 19, right before the most famous part of Leviticus 19, which is that you should love your neighbor as yourself. But before that is that in the administration of justice, you shall not favor the rich or the poor, which is the idea of blind justice. We get that in the West, which is incorporated also in the New Testament ideal. Neither slave nor Greek nor Jew, you're all one in Jesus Christ, which we get the idea of human equality. These are all biblical ideas. They're not Enlightenment ideas, which is they kind of get conflated at the time. But more importantly than that, they say that God was only mentioned 4 times in the Declaration of Independence. Well, that's a big deal. Okay. Laws of nature and nature's God. The last paragraph of the Declaration reads as a prayer. It says, we appeal to the supreme judge of the universe. Who's the judge of the universe? Jesus Christ. As it says in Revelation, that Jesus will judge the earth on his throne. So in the Declaration, they were praying to Christ our Lord as a prayer very specifically. Thirdly, as I said on stage yesterday, Deuteronomy was by far the most quoted book, religious or non-religious, in the time of the founding when they were putting together the Constitution. More than John Locke, more than Montesquieu, more than Blackstone. So the book of Deuteronomy, which talked about laws, customs, traditions, it was Moses' farewell address as he's about to say goodbye, say, hey, good luck in Canaan, guys. Here's how you should set up your form of government. But finally, and most importantly, let's look at actually what the founders said. John Adams famously said the Constitution was only written for a moral and religious people. It was wholly inadequate for the people of any other. The body politic of America was so Christian and was so Protestant that our form and structure of government was built for the people that believed in Christ our Lord. One of the reasons we're living through a constitutional crisis is that we no longer have a Christian nation, but we have a Christian form of government, and they're incompatible. So you cannot have liberty if you do not have a Christian population.
Amen.
He's a smart guy, but that just shows you can tell people who read, people who are well read. And a lot of people say we have these political purity tests, and we got to just stop that. A lot of people complain about Charlie. Well, I think he's so and so or this and that. I'm not worried about that. We're all on the same team right now. Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Spreadsheet, like Dan Bongino said, it's a spreadsheet. Plus ones. We're looking for plus ones. Sometimes there's going to be a minus, but you got to add up the plus ones and go for it. Deplorable Dissident over here said, based on the last cartoon I showed, climate change is dead when the leftists are burning EVs. Isn't that true? I mean, look, these guys, all of a sudden.
That's insane. Yeah, I mean,
it
Elon,
is insane.
If you just use their mindset, and he's done more for their climate change and their, with his electric vehicles and all this stuff than any other human on this planet.
Yep.
But he supports Trump.
Oh, yeah. See, they're all their priorities and their ethos goes out the window based on politics, based on who you like. If you like Trump, then you have nothing to offer them anyway. So,
well, I lost another friend. I can't even say a friend. We used to be friends, and I mean, the dude is such a talented musician. And a great singer, and he and I worked together for years. And I contacted him about a job. And I said, well, you're trying to promote your country music. I said, you might need to tone down, these tantrums you're having. He said, F it. He said, apparently I won't be making money with my music. He could not just tone down his rhetoric. Nobody told him you don't have to like Trump or anything, nothing like that. But he wouldn't even have a conversation about a business opportunity.
Yeah,
that was good. And I know he needed the money. It makes you sad to see somebody you used to know and used to be so funny.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've lost really good friends. I've lost a friend since high school, close friend, my best friend, all based on politics because they can't handle Trump and they hate Trump so bad it just blinds all common sense, reason, history, and I've lost relatives too because I have relatives.
Well, most of those liberals have not woken from the TV trance that we've been in for like 60 years.
Like it's in your video, you touch on this, don't you?
Yeah,
in your new video.
mean, so anyway, we'll see. They're done now, but like we were saying, everybody else is waking up, and it was like the Ron Paul was the first wave of Americans to wake up in the 90s,
right?
And then that became the Tea Party. And more people. Then the Tea Party grew into MAGA, and here we are. We've emerged.
We have. Let me ask you a question. How many friends have you excommunicated because of their politics?
I don't excommunicate any.
True. I haven't either. I don't know of any conservative who has defriended or unfriended somebody.
Well, that's because we are confident in what we know. We know. We're sitting here speaking facts.
And we're willing to listen to them.
And they can't stand it. What was that Roosevelt said, or it's attributed to say that if you want to upset a conservative, lie to him. You want to upset a liberal, tell him the truth.
Absolutely. Good statement. Good statement.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Where are we at? Did we get to all our videos?
Actually, we got another video. Station. Yeah, we got the guys. Well, we hate to report this, but apparently we've had a Christian in outer space.
Oh,
Christians in outer space.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
Absolutely.
It was an interview before they came down. Number one.
Yeah, this is
the product of our life experiences, and this extended business trip of yours certainly qualifies. What is your life lesson or takeaway from these 9 months in space?
Well, in answer to your question, I can tell you honestly, my feeling on all of this goes back to my faith. It's bound in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He is working out his plan and his purposes for his glory throughout all of humanity, and how that plays into our lives is significant and important. And however that plays out, and I am content because I understand that. I understand that he's at work in all things. Some things are for the good. Go to Hebrews chapter 11. Some things look to us to be not so good, but it's all working out for his good for those that will believe. And that's the answer. So thanks for asking.
There you go.
There
you go.
Well, like Elon said, he said everything he's doing is to advance humanity. Starlink, Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, to promote free speech. And the Democrats are fighting him all the way. It's if you don't
They fight him on everything.
clear example of them being evil versus good, there isn't anything.
Well, no, I heard an ex-Democrat. She just left. She said, if you disagree on one thing, they will destroy you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can agree with them on 99 things, but you disagree on one thing, you will be excommunicated, and we will destroy you and set your house on fire and kick your dog.
Yeah, burn your dealership. That's why Chuck Schumer's out there doing a recovery tour, trying to get back into good graces.
Chuck Schumer coming up.
Lunatics.
Chuck Schumer on The View.
Yeah,
Can't wait to tune
great.
that in. Yeah, but they had
Well,
big numbers for that, Trumpian numbers.
Yeah, but I think we covered all the videos. We covered all the cartoons. We talked about most of the issues that were out there. So, and you have an ending song for us, I can see on the.
I do. I thought I would go traveling back in time. We always travel back in time.
Yeah.
That's where the best music is.
Yeah, it is true.
Sorry,
True.
computer people. This is a little band called Chicago.
Nice.
And
well, I'm going to put up our banner real quick because I want people to go over. Where's the banner at? Okay, I got to find it.
But this is the one that features the lead guitar player. I forgot. His name eludes me, but their original guitarist on 25 to 6 or 4. Great tune. Great tune.
Well, head over to Intellectual Frog Legs to see Joe Dan's latest great video. I've watched it 5 times, I think, already. I enjoy it a lot. I'm hearing a lot of good feedback on it too.
We're getting a lot. Let me. I want to add something if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Froggle, we're back to where we used to be. After 4 years of the Biden years, everything was different. It was for all of us, but especially for me, trying to write the show, man, that was hard. Staring into the abyss every day, but now we're having fun.
Yeah,
I can do silly stuff and not feel guilty. We've got some of the best comments. We're getting some of the. It's the best episode we've done in probably 4 years. I encourage you guys. I encourage you guys. Hang on, let me see if I have the cover art that we can show up real quick.
I would concur.
Also,
get over if you get a chance, go over to Branco Cartoons Store. We're developing that store, trying to put some products up. We have some new ideas coming up too. So it's kind of a work in progress. But also Cartoons Etc. Comically Incorrect, my website. If you want to check out cartoons, you can search for whatever cartoon you might want about what subject. Just put the subject matter in there.
Okay, here's the cover. Yeah, I got it. You got to put up the first one. This is the cover. You gonna put it up there?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. That's it. Winds of Change. So look for that thumbnail. And but I promise you, it's a good one. It's a good one.
It is.
You'll like it.
How long?
And you know what? I got my confidence back. I'm telling you, sometimes, especially going through what we went through. But anyway, God has smiled on us, and we gotta keep thanking Him.
Amen, brother.
That's all I got. Just follow us over on X and Truth Social.
I have it on the banner down there. Truth Social, AF Branco, and Joe Dan Media, Twitter and Truth Social. I post. Go ahead. I post my cartoons there all the time.
I have a feeling this video doesn't start for about a minute in, so I hope it doesn't mess up. So just go ahead and start it, and we'll see you guys next week on the next adventures. Of Cartoon Etc.
All right. Yeah, we'll see you next week, next Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Thank you.